Hey guys, 5 seconds left. I'm taking Mind Shrieker over Balefire Dragon. Pick one. This seems right. Seems good. Past a Brimstone Volley and a Skursdag Cultist. That's great. I might take Moon Heron here. I don't want to. Okay. The best cards in the pack are red for sure. I don't want to just jump into red after passing a Balefire Dragon. And when I'm going to be passing a Cultist and Volley, it seems like I'm just getting nothing pack 2. Or Cultist or Volley. Did I say and? Sorry. Seems like I'm getting nothing pack 2, and I haven't really seen that red is open. Like, there are 2 good cards here, sure, but I don't know that they're going to keep coming. Moon Heron's just in my colors, and it's a very solid card. The pack was reasonably deep in blue. Okay, so it's an interesting pack. There's 3 good white cards. There are no good red cards. So, no good red cards or good blue cards, really. I think I have a choice here between... Well, it's actually really unclear to me what the other color I'm meant to be here is. Or if I'm maybe not meant to be blue and I'm meant to be 2 other colors. I think Runeshiner's Pike is just a great card in most color combinations. When you get it this early, you can make it work. Like, it's not unreasonable to get 8 instants or sorceries. And if I'm going to be blue and self-milling, then it has potential to just get quite absurd. So I think Runeshiner's Pike is the pick here, although, if I knew that white was going to be open, I'd probably take a white card. If I knew that black was going to be open, I probably would have taken the Interloper. Just the fact that I don't really know what's going on here made me do what I did. The Mystics are the best card in this pack by a long way, I think. Like, a very long way. Yeah, an extremely long way. So I think I'm just gonna take them. It's still very unclear which colors I'm meant to be in. That's as close to a signal as I've really gotten. A 4th pick Mystics. I saw 2 good red cards and then they immediately disappeared, and I haven't seen consistent depth in any color. The Mystics is just the best card though, so I'll take it for now. Okay, there are some white cards here again, and there are 3 playable white commons. Sort of implies to me that white is where I'm meant to be. There's a Caravan Vigil and a Hollowhenge Scavenger, and Caravan Vigil is pretty solid if I'm gonna be green-blue with Runeshiner's Pike. I might even take Abbey Griffin over Thraben Sentry here. I don't think I can do it. Abbey Griffin wears a pike pretty damn well. Anyway, we took the white card. I'm pretty confident that that's correct. We get a 6-pick Doomed Traveler, who I think is a decent amount better than Rebuke, although with Runeshiner's Pike in the pile and a Mind Shrieker, Rebuke is a little better than usual. Let's see, what instants and sorceries am I looking for in blue-white, really? Sorry, I'm rustling all over the place with this jacket on. Moment of Heroism is just a solid combat trick, and probably the best one I have access to. Silent Departure and Grasp of Phantoms, unfortunately those go extremely, extremely high. Stitcher's Apprentice works pretty well with both of my white cards. Very happy to have him 7th pick. very, very happy. Surprised that this guy is just like making the rounds of the table. I don't think I can take him over Stitcher's Apprentice. And Ambush Viper's here fairly late. You know, it's possible I want to actually abandon blue and go green-white, but like it's possible those colors are actually the ones which are open here. Okay, double Stitcher's Apprentice. So I have some sort of weird stall the ground, kill them in the air thing going on. Standard and Poor up over 3%. It's pretty good. Is that in the last 6 months or today? Probably it's today. Okay, this is sort of a problem. I don't want Selfless Cather in this deck. He doesn't do much for me. But I don't want Spectral Flight either, because I want my non-creatures to be instants or sorceries. Especially as I may be getting a Delver back next pick. I don't want Sharpened Pitchfork, do I, though? I timed out on it, so I guess I took it. Whoops. Orchard Spirit is just the best card. Lumberknot is the best card. I'm confused right now. It wasn't like these packs had extremely deep green in them or anything, and then very good green cards just came back to me. So I thought blue-white was the right place to be, but it looks like maybe green's just underdrafted at the entire table. And so perhaps I do just want to head into blue-green, which, man, I end up drafting blue-green a hell of a lot, it seems like, lately. Lumberknot with 2 Stitcher's Apprentice does a pretty damn good job of holding the ground. Interesting. This throws a little cork underneath the blue-green plan. Spirit. 4/4 flyer. I don't think there's any way I could possibly pick a different card here. Angel Fight Alabaster, like, I don't know. Maybe if there was a silent departure, I could talk myself into picking that, but probably not. Angel Fight Alabaster is pretty great, even with no interactions, and I already have 2 spirits here, so, plus Stitcher's Apprentice. Could get sort of silly. Like, probably when you have the 4/4 flyer in play, you just win anyway. But, yeah. And it's still sort of unclear whether I'm actually, like, which colors I am. Because I just haven't seen much blue, unfortunately. Although that is the color that I'm trying to get into, I guess. I might take Chapelgeist over Moonheron here. Do I want to do that? Is that really dumb? I could like take a Think Twice and have 1 instant or sorcery for my Runechanter's Pike. I think somebody else is drafting Delvers, and so the Runechanter's Pike may not even end up happening. Chapelgeist and Moonheron are both spirits. Chapelgeist costs less, it's white. Like, I'd rather have it if I knew I was blue-white, but maybe it's still unclear. This has been a really hard draft for me. Like, every time I just seem to have a tough pick. And I'm still sort of at a loss with signaling. I think the 3 slot just makes this Chapelgeist. And I'm gonna try to commit to blue-white at this point. Okay, that's a good instant or sorcery to have. Plays pretty damn well with Runechanter's Pike and stuff. Make 1/1 flyers, give them +4, +0, or +1, +0. And first strike, that's enough. nothing else for me really. There isn't even blue still. I'm really, just really not getting clear signals. Like green is here, okay. I know that green is fairly deep, but I haven't seen a single good green card to make me draft it, unfortunately. I could like take another Mystics and make 3 color work. I don't think so. Let's hide green for now, because I think green is a little deeper at this table, but I just haven't seen enough good green cards to justify making that my deck. Hopefully I don't get punished too much later on. Stitch Drake has to be better than Claustrophobia here, I think. Just another flyer. Another flyer. Shimmering Grotto, I would probably take over Claustrophobia, to be honest, because I'm not sure that I'm getting 23 good playables. Okay, Deranged Assistant, Grimoire of the Dead. That's just gotta be Deranged Assistant. The Grimoire is gonna be too slow. Yeah, and Deranged Assistant does very well with Stitch Drake and Angel of Flight Alabaster, and accelerates me, does well with Rune Shiner's Pike. I have a lot of good interactions with it already. So let's take them. So there's another here. There's also a Makeshift Mauler. Guess I have to pick which I want. I don't actually have anything that I can like play out of the yard, and that makes me angle towards Makeshift Mauler, even though Deranged Assistant mills stuff, and that's great and all. I do need creatures which can attack in this deck, because I don't have an amazing late game at this point, and I'm not going to rely on getting that. Huh. Well, I'm going to take Splinter Fry. It's just the clear best pick, right? Maybe I won't. Let's see. Need 8 more playables. I think I actually have to take Feeling of Dread. It's an instant. It mills and does something. It's really sad to see these green cards go so late. Splinter Fright would be amazing in my deck, but I don't think I can consistently cast them. I have a really good blue card and a really good white card, so jumping into green for just one really good green card doesn't seem the best. Elder Cathar is a fine dude. Intangible Virtue, I have double Stitcher's Apprentice, Doomed Traveler, Midnight Haunting. It's getting close to being playable, to be honest, but not that close. Elder Cathar just has to be the pick. Spidery Grasp tabled, as did the foil Hysterical Blindness, like you might expect. I already got one of those. I already have a Hysterical Blindness. I don't think I'm going to play 2. I'm just going to take the green card. Okay, we got a Makeshift Mauler. That's a nice late steal. Yeah, there really are no people taking green cards, but also no good green cards. Maybe I should have just jumped green. Gambled it up a little. Because probably I'm going to see some really good green card in pack 3 and feel bad about my life. Whatever. None of those seem good. If I get like a Scab Ruinator now, I can play Dream Twist and Ghoulcrawler's Bell. Seems pretty unlikely. I assume that's a card that people just first pick to have in their collection, even if they're not blue and have no way to support it. And to be honest, I don't have a great ability to support it myself. There's a Bonds of Faith and a Midnight Haunting. I think this is Midnight Haunting fairly easily in this deck. It's a deck that I'm definitely not very interested in extending the game with. I don't have an Invisible Stalker or anything to really make the Bonds of Faith multi-purpose. And even if I did, that's a pretty weak way to make Bonds of Faith multi-purpose. I have Runeshiner's Pike, so I want instants and sorceries. Midnight Haunting is just such a good card. Yeah. Bonds of Faith would be fine, but Midnight Haunting has to be better. Glad I didn't open any good green cards. Makes me feel better about myself. Take the Silent Departure. Table... Probably table something. Maybe it's just a Silver Chase Fox, but whatever. It's sort of like Unruly Mob in my deck with double Stitcher's Apprentice. I don't have a good interaction with the Apprentice yet. Well, there's always a good interaction. There's like Sacrifice the Spirit, get it back, but yeah. Silent Departure just has to be the pick. Yeah, it just has to be, I think. And we probably get a playable back out of this pack, which is nice. I hope Tree of Redemption isn't like 700 tickets or something. Just past that. I can't play Keswick Wolf Run. How many tickets is that, though? It's a ticket. I don't think I care enough. I think that Dissipate is just going to be better. If I have double Midnight Haunting, Dissipate gets a lot better than usual. Silver Chase Fox is an option, but I'm looking okay on 1s and 2s and probably getting one back late. And then Lost in the Mist, I guess. Maybe this is slightly better than Dissipate, actually. I think I like Lost in the Mist actually a little more. So many people play the fairly bad enchantment removal and just get blown out by Lost in the Mist. So we got a 4th pick, Fiend Hunter, so I must be doing something right, but I'm not sure what it is. I'm still very confused about this draft. There are no blue cards in the pack. But there is a 4th pick, Fiend Hunter, which we will take. Sacrifice it to Stitcher's Apprentice when it triggers or something. Notice that there's no instant speed bounce in this entire set, probably because of Fiend Hunter, is my guess. I'll take the Spider Spawning. Like, I have no way to cast it right now. Maybe I'll get 3 Shimmering Grottos though. Feeling of Dread seems like the pick. Those black cards. Fortress Crab might actually be the pick though. I already have 1 Feeling of Dread. Am I going for flyers? I feel like I have a lot fewer than I did a long time ago. Like, I started out with only flyers in my deck somehow. Now it's looking a lot more normal. With double Stitcher's Apprentice, I probably want Fortress Crab, because I probably can't put on enough early game pressure to really cash in on a 2nd Feeling of Dread. I could, like, use it defensively, but that's probably the best that I'm getting out of it. Alright, no cards. I guess I failed to read Signals Pack 1, and everyone is passing me no white or blue cards. But there haven't been green cards either. Pretty confused overall. This is just a fairly bad pack, I think. I'm going to take Urgent Exorcism. I could board it in a pinch. Whoops. Super happy to take a thing twice there. Take the rare card. It's not a playable rare card or anything, but maybe take Curse here, actually. Yeah. I'm gonna take the rare card. So Boneyard Worm. Oh, Silver Chase Fox. Cool. So that did table. So did that. Great. All of a sudden I have like an actual ability to attack my opponent. I think Curse of the Bloody Tome is actually a okay sideboard card. Some decks can't kill you quickly. And yeah, that'll be the draft. So I don't know. Stuff sort of happened. I never felt like I was in the colors I was meant to be in, but I felt like I was in the colors I had to be in. I felt like they were different colors which were deeper, but which I never had the luxury of switching to, just because I never actually saw a good card in them, and I saw good cards in these colors. Let's see if I actually have playables. I mean, that's a deck. Wish I'd gotten like 1 or 2 more spirits. And I wish I'd gotten an Unruling Mob. Overall, this deck should be okay. Plays 17 lands and Deranged Assistant, I think is fine. I have Double Stitcher's Apprentice and Mind Shrieker. Silent Departure, think twice. Fortress Scribe will come in, but I don't think he starts main. Urgent Exorcism can come in. Spare from Evil is interesting card. Historical Blindness could come in. That's probably it. Witchbane Orb? I could totally board that in. There's no way I can play the Spider Spawning. Yeah, I just have an aggressive blue-white deck, basically, with decent mid-game tricks, but no super amazing high-end or anything. Okay. So, yeah, this is what I'm submitting, and I will see you guys for round 1.